Hi, and welcome to our pre-transition space at Mountain View School. This is a grade 8 classroom with approximately 29 students in the classroom. And this is pretty much what you see as you walk into the classroom. You'll notice the desks are still in rows and lots of color on the boards. I use my whiteboard all day long. So we'll walk through our space. This is the back of the classroom. You'll notice that I've got walls. This was a very big deal. 2 years ago, the back wall was put in. At Mountain View, we have pods, and pod 4 contains 3 different classrooms. So each of the classrooms received a back wall about 2 years ago, and it was quite exciting. So there's lots of space at the back of the classroom, and we can't do too much with that space because we have portable groups that come in at lunch breaks to eat their lunch there. So we can see what we can do with that space, hopefully. There's the space at the end of the day, that's where we put our chairs, and I've got some of my things at the back corner. And again, my classroom is set up in rows, almost like a stadium sort of feel to it when you are at the front. But we move those desks around very frequently. Every day we're in different configurations. But this is how we come in to start our day. You'll notice I have a back horseshoe table, and that is a collaboration zone at times. It's also a lunch. That's where some students have to come in to eat lunch. And it's also a quiet zone and obviously a conference center foremost. And that's my teacher zone in the corner there with the Canadian flag and my big desk. It's also the dashboard that has my computer and the dot cam. All that is there. On the side walls, I use my boards quite a bit. The portfolio wall is a great way to check for a quick eyeball to see which kids have not completed work for exit tickets or short assignments. And sometimes the boards are interactive. This was just a maze art assignment. And there's a closer version of my professional zone there, the dashboard. This is an example of how we would use the rows configuration when there's a longer movie or longer video clips to be shown. This is sort of works for viewing. I still have quite a range of heights in my classroom, so it works out well. Okay, and even though we are in rows, quite frequently, obviously students need to get up and move around, and that's encouraged in the classroom. This is a group working on a play. Okay, and same thing at the back, lots of space for working and movement at the back. Again, the horseshoe table really is a great space for kids to collaborate and share. This is sort of typical of what's all the way around my room. There are different zones, but they're all over the place. So this is sort of the games, and right to the right of that is Math Manips. And then there are some textbooks that I don't use down the way. So I'd like to see what we do with that space. And again, this is at the back of the classroom where we have different students that have to come in and set up and eat their lunch. So this space at the back has to be very open and flexible for that purpose. We're lucky in my classroom I was able to get a high stand-up table, and that's used very frequently, and students come and go to that. It's always a space for collaboration. And again, the horseshoe table as well. And this is a problem. We do quite a bit of, we use Google Hangouts quite a bit, and there's not a space for us to do that great. So a lot of times I have groups just at my desk, and that's for the speaker that's there, so that there's a space where we can hear the person speaking on the other end. So this is something that we definitely need to fix. And that's more of a group hangout. And it still isn't ideal, so you'll see I have the laptop there on the high table so that all the camera can face my class, and then we've got the whiteboard looking at their class on the other side. And this is typical for our classroom, a little DPA, and we've moved our desks into different configurations. This is just a DPA configuration for Gagaball. Again, the front of the room is got lots of, this is the classroom library, there's lots of books there. I've got heaps of books that the kids go through, and I'm constantly changing the bins, but you'll notice the box on the floor there, I've not got enough space. And again, this is a supplies zone in the corner, so I've got some supplies in that tower with the drawers, and the whiteboard there by the window is used for groups that want to work on collaboration with something to write on. That's my stuff, and although I've narrowed it down over the years with moves, I still have a lot of things, and it tends to be a catch-all for everything, including students' work and student supplies. So you'll see the paint up there. There's a box with Christmas decorations. The one thing that happened when I lost my when I got my wall, rather, was that some shelving was taken away that was actually acting as a wall. So there's not very much storage in the room. And that seems to be it. So that's our space, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the kids can do with it. Can't wait.